Hello everybody, my name is Chips, and I'm here with SSJ Blue Vegeta, and today we have the Red Eyes deck profile for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card game. Let's get on into it, shall we? First we start with our monsters. We have 3 Red Eyes Black Dragons, your heart and soul of this deck. And we have 3 Red Eyes Black Flare Dragons. They help out a lot. They're Gemini, so you don't get their effect until next turn, depending on how you summon it. Not to mention, they're level 7s, which go great for ranks. And they're Red Eyes, so you get a lot of fusion plays with them. And we play triple, a full set of Black Stone of Legends. Summon them, put summon one of these guys from the deck. He has a grip effect when he's in the graveyard. Put him back in the hand, shuffle one of these guys back. So you can reuse them over and over again. Nice recycling there. Reuse, recycle, all that green earth crap. We play 1 Red Eyes Darkness Melodragon, because, you know, it's limited. Not to mention, it's a broken dragon card. And with all the other Red Eye stuff, it's got a Amendous Synergy. And we have 3 Black Metal Dragons, because, you know, give something here 600, like Red Eyes, for instance, make them a 3k beater. It's like a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And we have these fusions and stuff that make them over 4k, so that's pretty good. And also, when he's sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Red Eye Spell and Trap from your deck to your hand. Play triple retro. Use your hand trap whenever a monster or monsters that are Red Eyes are destroyed on the field and sent to the graveyard. Special summon him in defense mode, and if you do, special summon the monsters that were destroyed back onto the field. So that's how you get your opponent to waste Regeki real quick. Also, you can go to XZs for rank 4s. We have a few of those. Now just move all of those out of the way here. Oh yes, for the other monsters, move on. Red Eyes Baby Dragon. Now, you can run 2. I would recommend running 2. But today we have 1 for y'all guys. And its thing is, when it's just destroyed by battle, especially when one Red Eyes monster from your deck, and equip it to it, and it gains 1200 attack. And we have this one right here. These little meteor dudes, and they're also Geminis. They have a decent Gemini effect of making your opponent only be able to target him for battles and effects, as if opposed to all the other Red Eyes monsters. But you want to use them for fusions. That's what you want to do. That's what you always do. Just do it. Use them. Promise you. You won't regret it. We run a Summon Skull and a Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. Now, some of you might be wondering, why is Summon Skull there? Well, it's a play with Red Eyes Fusion, which we'll get to that in a minute. We do not run Red Eyes Black Skull Dragon, so do not worry. There will not be those trash monsters in here. There may be some later though, but nothing like that. And we got him because he's a Red Eyes monster who fits the criteria for some of the fusions, but not always, just sometimes. Certain instances. And it's got a decent Gemini effect where if you Gemini summon him, his effect is destroy all monsters your opponent controls who have defense less than his attack. So if they have less than 2500 defense, which most monsters do, they're gone. Destroy them. Oh, and let's not forget here, Red Eyes Wyvern. You play at 1. You can play more if you want to. I play 1 because I don't want to start out with it. Because it's a rank, you can do rank 4 plays though, so there's always that option. But your main thing, you can get him in the graveyard. When he is in the graveyard, you can banish him at the end phase. If you did not normal summon, you can banish him at your end phase, especially 1 Red Eyes monster from your graveyard. So get ready to get back darkness. That's what you usually do. You can get other things out too if you want. And we have this Red Eyes Black Chick. Now, a lot of the cards here say except for him, but you do have a standard effect of summoning him, send him to the grave for a Red Eyes Black Dragon. And say if you do that, you can summon this guy, which is also questionable. But you put it in there as a mini boss monster, something you can have in your deck that's not in the extra deck, something in your main deck that you know that can be a problem solver for some instances, because sometimes you get locked out, say you're going to Monarch deck or whatnot. You can just summon him as attributing a Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's not hard to get out. So just do that. Special summon him. He gains 300 attack for each dragon monster in the grave. It can get pretty big for late game. That's why I play that. So I play that too, but I'll take it out for a baby if you want to. But if you want to keep that play, these are optional. But that'd be all up to your personal thingies, your opinions or whatnot. Now to our spells. We have wonderful spells. We have these spells. We have Red Eyes Fusion. Red Eyes Fusion lets you fuse things, like Red Eyes, as it says, for its name. But we also have things in your deck, because it can use stuff from your deck, which is really great. Wonderful. It's fantastic. And you summon them. You cannot summon them for the rest of the turn, though. You can activate one of these per turn, but you activate it, get some good things going. Get a nice engine. And for faster plays, you can get a Red Eyes Insight. Red Eyes Insight's very helpful. It's pretty much the bread and butter along with this. This will be bread, this will be butter. Because Insight here searches your spell and traps. You just send a Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the grave, and usually you're sending Wyvern. You're sending Wyvern here with Insight, so you get that grave effect. Because you didn't normally summon Red Eyes Fusion, use that, add that, you get to pop that off in phase with something, which I'll show you what something is later. But right now we have other spells. We have a triple Inferno Fire Blast, because it does damage for Red Eyes Black Dragon to its attack points. Now I'm wondering, but hey, Chips, Red Eyes Black Dragon here only has 2,400. That's only 2,400 points of burn damage. Well, if you get out Red Eyes Fusion, the fusion monster it makes, that needs a Red Eyes monster for its material, you can make him or him. And with that, it makes them Red Eyes Black Dragon. The same changes that. So you can target this, make 3,500 points of damage, or 3,200. It's pretty much cool. It's pretty cool like that. So, get on to our other spells here. We have 1-for-1, because you know, special summoning level 1 monsters is pretty cool for the deck, because we have quite a few. We have about 7. Yep, 7 sounds right. We got 7 level 1s, so that's really good. Use it to usually get Black Sun Legend, but sometimes you can get out to get a Black Chick just in case you want. If you have that play in your hand, get out this and all of that. But usually going to do that for a Black Sun Legend. It's going to help out. We got cards of the Red Stone, and this is quite helpful because you just ditch a level 7 Red Eyes monster, like this for say, which you want in the graveyard very fast. You get to the graveyard or the field, do it, and you get to draw 2 cards. So this is how you draw. And also send another Red Eyes monster that's level 7 or lower from your deck to the grave. So it helps get stuff in the graveyard, which is very important for the deck because that's what it does. It's its gimmick. And of course we have a Dragon Shrine for those big, humongous plays of, you know, say if you just, late game, get 5-headed dragon out. That's what it's there for. You can get other things out with it too. But you're probably going to get 5-headed dragon, more than likely. We also have Claw of Hermos, which, I know, Claw of Hermos. But, you can get this out. And it is a Red Eyes monster, so it has some synergy. If you're going to get this guy out, you're going to equip it to somebody, and it gains 200 attack for each dragon in your graveyard, which you're probably going to have a lot. And also, it makes it pretty big. Makes whatever it equips you pretty big, pretty fast. So, you get another decent boss monster from this. It's pretty good. And for our last spell, we have MST, because Spell and Chapter Destruction. Who doesn't like Spell and Chapter Destruction? There's not a lot in here in the deck, but usually doesn't worry about it too much. Want to do it for like a strike or something, you know, the good old stuff. And for our traps, we don't have very many traps, but we do run a full set of Red Eye Spirit, because it is the best trap in the deck, because you can special summon a Red Eyes monster from your graveyard for free. That's what it is. Any Red Eyes monster, except for Black Chick, but you know how it all goes. You run 1 return of the Red Eyes. It's pretty good for summoning Black Stone, or not Stone, Red Eyes Black Dragon and a Black Flare. It's pretty much all it can get out. It can get these guys out as well. These are only targets for it. That's why I only run 1. There's a lot for it, but you have to control Red Eyes to activate it, so it's only sometimes good. But you can run more if you want to. That's really all up to how many you have and stuff. That's for our traps. Now for our extra deck. We have a Darker Bell and Xyz Dragon. Because we have level 4s. We have 4 level 4s, so you can make that. It's really good. Xyz monster. Now for rank 7s, we have Gaia, the Fierce, whatever, the Thunder, you know, the archetype, whatever. So it's a rank 7, and it does piercing. That's pretty much what it's there for. Because sometimes you have that crazy marshmallow on, and say if you don't have your burn cards with you, you can make that and pierce damage, so that's pretty handy. Because we don't like those stall guys. Run a full set of Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, which it's quite a burn deck. Really makes your opponent pay for activating stuff, because each card they activate you have to pay 500 life points for it. So it's kind of mean to do it, but you know. Also, it gets out some of the stuff from the graveyard, like your Razback Dragon or your Flare. Which is probably what you use to make this. Not to mention, it cannot be destroyed by card effects when it has Xyz material. Remember that. And of course, because you know, I'm sure everyone was expecting this for level 7 monsters. We have Big Eye. I only have one for y'all today, but I'd recommend running a full set or 2. That's up to y'all. But it is Big Eye nonetheless. Detach, take control of your opponent's monster, and you now have it. So it's pretty good. That's it for our little Xyz monsters there. Let's get to our fusions. And of course, you're running 2 of these. Meteor Black Comet Dragon. And when it's pushed into the field, you can send one Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. I recommend this. And deal damage equal to half its attack points. So say you use Red Eyes Fusion to get this out. You send Stone, or Metal here, to the graveyard, burn for 1400, and you can activate Eternal Inferno Fire Blast and win the game. It's OTK of the deck, really. You can send any monster, and if you have 2 for a Fire Blast in your hand, you can send any 2 monsters. But recommend using Metal because it does the most damage, and you can get it back out with Spirit or a Wyvern. And our other fusion is the 2 Archfiend dude, the Black Skull, and when he has a pretty decent effects because whenever he attacks, your opponent can activate spell and traps to it. So it's kind of got the Ancient Gear effect. Not to mention, whenever he does attack during the end of the battle phase, send one Red Eyes monster from your graveyard, shuffle it back to the deck, and burn them for half of its attack points. So it's kind of like the opposite of this one, where this one sends it to the graveyard, this one sends it back from the graveyard. So that's pretty nice. And you know you're going to have one for sure in there because you use it to make it. So it's quite a combo. So we also have him, as I talked about earlier. Just do that, equip it to somebody, make them really big, really fast. 500 attack and defense for each one. Not to mention other things. And 5-headed. Because it's 5k. It's pretty big. Dude, have a token. I just have it there. You don't really use it, but it's a pretty token, isn't it? Don't forget to comment and have a question for all you guys up there. Out of all of the art, which is your favorite artwork for Red Eyes Black Dragon? I like this one. And for variation, you can call this 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and 3. No, we're gonna go this way. 1, 2, and 3. If you like 3, 2, or 1, 3 is my favorite. 1's a very second close. This one not so much. So comment, tell us, what do you like? And play whatever you want with it. You can make some changes, feel free to. We're on a second one of these. I recommend that as well. So comment, like, subscribe to Super Saiyan SSJ Blue Vegeta. And I hope you have a wonderful day.